Jeff Frederick. And you are?
I'm Matt Green.
All right.
This is the cast at Glocker. All right.
Are we in Europe right
And
now?
we're live. Yeah, there's
Did you hear the siren?
a high-lows. It's called the high-low
The high-low
siren.
siren is what it's called.
Beep, boop, beep.
Yeah.
This is the cast at Glocker Realty and Insurance. You're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube. Glocker Realty and Insurance. Thanks for tuning in. The chat function is open, and I see that we have some chats starting to light up. Jill Diffenderfer, our lovely real estate assistant, is letting us know that she's out there. And as
Hi,
you're
Jill.
watching the show, please comment and let us know that you are watching. Jeff Frederick.
Yes. Hi.
I'm gonna start putting some captions up.
I was looking for the show on Facebook so I could pay attention to what was going on.
Okay.
So I could stare at myself while we're doing the show.
All right.
That's really the real reason why I was trying to find it. But yeah, I hope that a lot of people could do some shout outs to Ashley if they know Ashley, or ask some questions that we might not ask, because I always like to see I like questions go to the guests that we don't come up with. I think our watchers come up with better questions half the time.
Do they?
Sometimes, yeah.
I think so too. I mean, we have a pretty engaged audience from time to time, and people do have a tendency to ask good questions. I see more people logging into the show. Thanks for tuning into the cast at Glocker. I'm going to repeat some messages for the folks that just tuned in. The chat function is open. Please make your comments. Please share the show. Please like the show. You can hit that like button as many times as you want during the live stream. Light that bad boy up is what I'm trying to say. Light it up. It does help get the word out. It spreads the word. Facebook likes to show people popular shows. So the way a show is deemed popular is that there's people interacting with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we ask you to like, share, make your comments. Let us know that you're out there. Today, we're sitting here with Ashley Bogenschutz.
Ooh, close.
Did I get it? No?
Shuts.
All right.
Shuts.
Shuts. All right.
So
Ashley
close, man.
Bogenschutz
So
is
close.
from Stirrups Mobile Bar
Company.
Co.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But your email address, excuse me, not your email address, your website is www.stirrupsmobilebar.com.
Yeah, I left the co out of it just for
Ease.
simpler. Yeah.
All right. So the people that are watching are going to see that why do I keep saying email address? It's not an email address. It's their website. You're going to see that website up on the screen. That's how you will find more information about Ashley. She's going to tell us who she is and what she's all about and all of that stuff.
But before that,
Yes.
we're going interactive today.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
With our watchers. So hopefully there's
You've got some watchers.
Okay.
So there's enough people to start making comments and suggestions.
we need our watchers to do something for us today.
We need
Okay.
a decision.
Is the camera still on?
Camera's on.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. It might have shut off. But anyway, just keep talking. They can hear us.
Okay.
I don't know. The camera shut down. So anyway, go ahead. Keep talking.
Okay.
Say what you're going to say.
So we have a poll for the viewers today. Ashley's here. She's with a mobile bar company, and she is going to make us a drink.
Or yes. We have two options.
We're-
So we want to see which one you guys sounds more interesting and you want to see us make. One is the 4-leaf clover. It is a cucumber mint infused vodka. So, but it's your low calorie, low sugar option. It's you won't feel guilty drinking this one. Or there's
I never feel guilty.
yeah, well, I don't either, but sometimes I try to be a little conscious.
All right.
And then the other one, I have a margarita. I'm calling it the End of the Rainbow. I'm trying to do a St. Patty's, theme with these, but it's basically just a tropical fruit margarita. Well, all fresh fruit though, so it's not from the bottle, so you can feel a little bit healthier about it.
These are drinks that you make regularly, and
yeah, I mean, I just came up with these two, but
awesome.
yes,
Awesome.
they can.
St. Patty's then.
Yeah.
She's coming right around the corner.
Yeah. So we have the 4-leaf clover or the End of the Rainbow, and I'm going to make one for you guys, whatever you want to see.
So viewers, tell us what you want Ashley to make for us to drink, and we will taste test it and tell you how they taste. So this is as interactive as we can come up with.
It's about as good as it gets, right?
So somebody's asking for a repeat. So just name the 2 drinks.
4-leaf clover or End of the Rainbow.
4-leaf clover or End of the Rainbow. So there's one vote for 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I say she should make both of them.
She might do that.
I could. I have the spread out.
Yeah. One that the viewers come up with is guaranteed.
So that now we're at 2 votes for 4-leaf clover. So I say,
speaking of the end of the, we're actually speaking of 4-leaf clover, but the End of the Rainbow. I saw a rainbow one time where I saw
the whole thing,
freaking end of the rainbow.
Yeah. Well, a rainbow's a circle. If you
Really?
go up high enough, it's a circle.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I wasn't up high enough, but I saw,
You saw
where it ended in my neighbor's house.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you find a pot of gold?
Yeah, what's
No.
it called?
It just kept on running away from me. As fast
Well,
as I
this
could run
drink is
towards
gold,
it ran
so.
away from me. That darn rainbow and those darn leprechauns.
So yeah, Gypsy Chris and Kyle Diffenderfer are both saying 4-leaf clover. Gypsy Chris is saying that she only drinks healthy drinks.
There you go.
Who does that?
I happen to know Gypsy Chris very well, and to say that she only drinks healthy drinks, no.
Well, maybe she just thinks that
My
all
friend-
drinks that have alcohol are healthy.
baby. But my friend's got a severe Diet Coke problem, and I don't think that's healthy.
Diet Coke is not healthy. I hate to inform Gypsy Chris that Diet Coke is probably worse than regular Coke. But hey, that's my opinion.
Right. Jennifer Ann is saying make an extra and leave it in the fridge for the office ladies. So they're requesting some carryouts for tomorrow.
Right? They're gonna have a good day at work tomorrow.
A nice lunch break.
Yeah.
So I think that 4-leaf clover has won the polling.
Okay.
And the 4-leaf clover, and I'm going to tell you a story about 4-leaf clover. Did I ever tell you this? My son can find 4-leaf clovers.
I've never found one.
All the I've never found one
in my life, ever.
I haven't either. I looked.
Yeah.
I've never found. My son finds them like they're, I don't know, like they're normal grass.
We had a clover plant in the front yard of my house that produced them on a regular basis.
4 leaves.
Yeah, it was some kind of mutation or something. But I have found them.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since I moved out of that house.
Are you both trying one of these?
We sure
Sure,
are.
why not?
Okay.
So Ashley, will you be
Yes.
able to mix and talk at the same time?
I will certainly try. Why don't I explain how I'm making this so they might
Sure.
be able to do it
At home?
at home?
Okay.
Oh, and then it could be super interactive if they're actually
There
sitting
you
here
go.
watching.
Yeah, we should have put the ingredients up
Yeah.
and they could have made it with me.
Well, now they'll know.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting by just rimming the glass, the inside of the glass with a cucumber slice because you want these to look as good as they taste.
Very important.
It's all about the garnish.
You
Garnish
eat with your eyes first, so why not drink with your eyes
Exactly.
first,
If
right?
it looks good, it smells good, it's probably
Just
going
like
to taste
anything
good.
else, you get that first impression, and it will probably alter how it does taste.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, have you ever noticed that, like, for me, I'm not a big mixed drink aficionado. I will certainly taste this one and render my opinion, but it's not that I drink them on a regular basis. So the only thing that I can kind of make the correlation to is like when you go and get a draft beer in a plastic cup, it could be a beer that you really like and have had before, but it just doesn't taste the same when you put it in like a red Solo cup.
Yeah.
It's just not the same.
I kind of feel that way with wine. I feel like you gotta drink wine out of a glass.
Out of a glass.
Mm-hmm.
What about if it's a plastic that looks like glass?
I mean, it's just not ideal.
Just not the same.
I don't think it's ideal either. I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I'm saying. Every type of alcohol and every type of drink kind of does have a suggested glassware.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Now, is that something that you try to do for the parties?
So
if you can.
We work off disposable because obviously I don't really have the means to be hauling away glassware.
Mm-hmm.
So we always work off of, actually the cups that I'm serving the cocktails in now, those are the ones that I use across the board for cocktails. Now I do get plastic wine glasses or cups, and if the client, it can be an upgrade if the client wants to add glassware. I mean, I could probably source in something from like a catering company or something like that. Or if they want to upgrade to like a fancier, like there's a company called Tossware and they have really cool stuff. You can get plastic mason jars, like plastic champagne flutes, little plastic highballs for like old fashions. Like they've really upped the game for plasticware. So if someone wants something a little more upscale, it's certainly, it's an option.
Do you want to tell the viewers what you're
doing
right
so
now?
I am muddling. I'm making two. I doubled this, but if you're making one, you would do about 4 mint leaves and half a squeeze of lime, and then about 1/4 ounce of agave syrup, which I need to double that.
Which comes from the...
It's like the agave cactus or something like that, right? Yeah. The blue agave cactus is where that comes from.
Which also, what alcohol comes from?
Actually, this what I would make any other drink with, the mezcal.
Right.
Tequila. So I muddled the mint and the lime and the agave. Then I added my. You're gonna do about 2 ounces of your vodka, which I am using from Kettle One, the Botanic line. It's a cucumber mint, 0 sugar flavored vodka. The cucumber mint flavored vodka.
Now, do you?
Sorry.
So if people haven't picked up on this that are watching, Stirrups Mobile Bar is an event bar. What Ashley does is she brings the bar to your event and brings the drinks that the host and hostess of the event pick. She serves them. She supplies the alcohol.
We don't supply the alcohol.
Oh, no, they supply the alcohol.
Yep, client supplies the alcohol, and then we supply everything else: cup straws, napkins, mixers, garnishes. We help to create the drink menu with the client prior to. I help make suggestions for what they might want to serve based on what their event is and what might go well with the theme. And then after the choice is made, I will supply them with a shopping list as far as what they should purchase for their alcohol purchase. So I'll say, you're going to need this much beer, this much wine, this many bottles of this or that. So that's literally all they have to do is get the alcohol. And then when we show up, hand it over, we stock the bar, and we have everything else on site, and then serve it for the remainder of their event. Whatever's left over is theirs to keep. We pack it up, set it aside, and off we go.
And that's just because of the liquor.
Yeah, liquor laws. Yeah. So now I'm just topping this with club soda, and then it's going to get a little shamrock cucumber that I tried to cut to look like a shamrock, and a little mint sprig here.
So there is a request for someone to operate the camera. We can't do that. We need a camera person.
Yeah.
So if somebody would like
they want to see up closer,
join the staff.
We would love that.
We would love to have you.
That. We could change the show.
They also could go to my Instagram or Facebook page because I have already posted pictures of these drinks.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've already posted a picture of the margarita. I'm sorry. I will post pictures, and I will put the recipe of this drink.
Yeah, so we're going to try to hold it up as close as we can to the camera.
How's
And
that
then,
working?
like Ashley just said, go to her Facebook page or her website, and you're going to see the drinks there. She's also on Insta. You can find her on Insta by going through her Facebook page. I put a link to her Facebook page up in the chat. So the more savvy Facebook users amongst us will be able to go over to her page while still enjoying the cast at Glocker.
This
Do you
is
like it?
refreshing, Yeah.
It's
Wanna see
lightweight.
something?
It's a good summer drink, you know? You're just going to get a little hint of the cucumber
So
and
the
mint.
straw is a hay straw, right?
It is. Yes. These
It
are.
does change the taste.
Really? You
Drink
think?
out of the straw, yeah.
Let me say.
Do you like it? Do you
I
like
like the drink. But
You're
but
right.
The hay straw does.
Yeah.
You do taste the hay in it, so it depends on if you like the taste of hay or
I
not.
think because this drink is so lightweight,
Yeah.
like it's basically a vodka club
Mm.
with a little spin of mint and cucumber on it. But yeah, I do agree that
You
I don't
Taste the
think it's
difference?
bad. No, I do taste the difference, but I don't mind it. I think
I prefer.
it kind of complements the
It
cucumber
does.
and
It
the
does.
the
mint.
earthy taste.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, the reason I go with hay straws is because it's a horse trailer, so I thought that was cool that they
Which
were
we
made
didn't
out of
mention
hay.
that. We should mention that you.
I was getting
Yes.
ready
something
to.
very unique about
My
your-
mobile bar is an old vintage 1968 horse trailer that we converted to the mobile bar.
Now, who did the conversion?
Mostly my husband.
He did a great job.
He
because it
did a
looks
fabulous
really,
job.
Really cool.
Yes.
If you look on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the website, go to the Facebook page, and then at the outro of the show, I'm going to play a video that Jen Seville, our producer, made for us, and it has pictures of the mobile bar. It has pictures of her and her husband working on it, and everything else. So that's a little bit of a teaser to stay tuned in for the whole show, because
Sure.
at the end of the show, I'm going to show the video,
Cool.
Yeah.
and you'll be able to see exactly what Ashley is doing.
I
with her
definitely-
We
video.
had a whole evening or hour of fun stuff to talk about.
There you go.
I have to give props to our dads though too. They really helped us out.
Dad's
a lot,
helped.
too.
Dads-
Yep.
dads-
Dads for the win.
Dad's strength. Dad's strength's a real thing.
It is.
Dads know how to get it done.
They do.
I'm saying that because I'm a dad. So, are you aware? Like, I've never seen anything like this.
Mhm.
So this is a pretty unique idea, at least in this area,
Yes.
the Boyertown area.
Yeah, I agree. I had never heard of them or seen of them either until I did on Pinterest. And one of my friends brought it to my attention. Actually, she was like, "Do you ever see the horse trailer bars?" I was like, "No, what are you talking about?"
Did you see it on Pinterest? Were they a business or were they?
Yeah,
Okay, they
yeah,
were
it was a business,
Okay.
just not. It was like in a whole other state, like Texas or Florida.
Yeah.
They're very
So you
popular
might be
in the
first
warmer
PA.
months. No, I'm not the
Okay.
first in PA, but I'm the first around here.
Okay, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
It's cool. I mean, it's a super neat
It's
idea.
a great idea. When I saw her post when she first started it, she posted it. I saw it. And
I would say too that, like, for the Boyertown area, it's probably going to be pretty. I'm being stereotypical, okay, so bear with me. But Boyertown people, this area has a tendency to be a little more farmery
yeah,
and a little
Sure.
more blue collary, a little more countrified, right?
hmm
yeah.
So I could see
I don't
this
think there's
type of
anything
thing.
wrong with those statements.
No.
I could see that this would go over well in this area.
hmm
But
A
you
lot
know,
of
there's
horse farmers
urban
too.
cowboys too. There's great documentary about the urban cowboys in Philadelphia. Maybe they'd have Ashley down too. But I'm just saying, I think
Yeah.
for this area,
It's a good fit.
It probably goes
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
right?
And oh yeah, tremendous like excitement about it. Like anybody who sees it, especially who see it in person, pictures don't really do it. Pictures don't do anything justice, in my opinion. But it's so cute in person. Like it's just
But still go to her Insta.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. But still check it out.
Yeah, so this is super refreshing.
Mhm.
What's it called? The four-leaf
I'm
clover.
calling it the 4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super refreshing and it's dangerous because I don't taste any alcohol in
Mhm.
it, but I know there is. I
Yeah.
saw her pour.
Well, and if you taste cucumber, you're tasting the vodka because it's cucumber mint vodka.
That's
So
tasting, but there's cucumber in here, so I'm tricked.
true. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a trick. Yeah,
It's a nice drink. Yeah, farmery. Martin Slater is farmery.
Farmer.
Farmer-y, like farmer-esque.
Yeah.
Is that better?
I like that.
Martin?
Yeah, farmer.
Martin's a farmer.
Yeah. Is Martin saying that?
Martin's saying
Oh,
that.
okay.
I could see Martin having this like an adult night at the Abby's Pumpkin Patch.
Which
Have Stirrups
Yeah.
show up with the adult night for the adult night. Maybe a little idea.
Well, and we can. I don't like to count, kids events out because like we could do kids parties. I did
do like mocktails and stuff.
that, or you could have an option for the kids, and the other option is spiked. Like we did
Don't leave it out. Don't leave the.
Yeah, no. We did a kids party with root beer floats and
Mhm.
creamsicle floats. Obviously, the kids were virgin, and you could totally spike the adult ones. So
Right. Well,
Yeah.
And you
here's
did
the
it-
other thing too. There's a lot of adults that want to have a party or a function.
Mhm.
hmm
They want cool drinks, but
Yeah.
they don't necessarily want
one
the
alcohol. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Oh yeah, I've been a coffee bar. Like it can be. I can just across the board. I just like to say beverage catering. Like I can cater any beverage options that anyone would want.
And you have done Boyertown events too,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, they were all non-alcoholic. Yeah. hmm
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, what Boyertown events were those? Like coming out of hibernation?
I
or-
did the
The car show,
sidewalk
right?
sale. I
Duryea
did
Days.
Duryea Day. I did a couple of the farmers markets that were on Thursday nights last summer. We did an event for the Boyertown. I always say it backwards. Vehicle Historic Museum. I don't know if I got it in the right.
Boyertown Museum of Historic.
There we go. They had an unveiling of their new facade that they did.
Oh yeah.
They had
right.
us there. Yeah. We've done a few Boyertown things.
Yeah. And they were all non-alcoholic.
Yeah. The Boyertown was the vehicle
Mhm.
museum was not. They had a special portion for their members, which they had alcohol for. But when it turned to community portion, we nixed the alcohol.
Oh.
But a lot of times with the public events, they don't want the alcohol there. So.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and also too, I can't sell alcohol. So I can sell the mocktails. I can't sell
Right.
alcohol.
Yes, you would need
So-
a liquor
Yeah,
license
yeah.
Right,
or
yeah.
to be affiliated with
Mhm.
some type of distillery in order to do that.
Yeah, so I can't even ever get a liquor license, even if I wanted to entertain the idea. Because I'm mobile, you need a brick and mortar
I got
to
you.
have a liquor
There's
license.
No mobile version of the liquor license.
No, because to my
Interesting.
understanding, liquor license are based on the town's population. Like so many
Right.
towns are only allowed so many liquor licenses. So if you're mobile and you're going
Yeah.
town to town, how do they? Yeah.
Right. Cool.
And really, it's not in my client's best interest for me to have a liquor license because if I'm supplying the alcohol, I'm going to have to upcharge it.
Yeah.
So it's actually more cost effective for them to buy the alcohol and just have us come serve it.
Absolutely.
But long story short, don't feel like this is an option only
Just for alcohol. Yeah, no. Yeah, we can do anything. I will
Nice.
entertain all ideas.
There you go.
That's the right attitude. She says, we can do anything.
Yeah,
Put some brain power into it. And
that's
you
right.
Can,
I will
solve the
certainly try
problem.
my best.
And just one more time, because I see that there's more people tuning in. We're talking to Ashley Bogenschutz. Shoots?
Yeah, shots.
Shuts.
Should have stuck
From
with the first
Stirrups
just
Mobile
landed
Bar.
it and went like
Stirrups
that.
Mobile Bar. She is your drink catering option, beverage catering option for
Mhm,
all your events. Adults, kids, church.
And
mhm.
they should check out the website because there's great pictures, video, everything. They can get a better grasp of what she's doing, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. If you've joined the party a little bit late, we are trying the cucumber.
I'm calling it the four-leaf
Four-leaf
clover, but
clover.
it is a cucumber mint, basically vodka spritzer.
It is excellent.
I love it.
I like it
I'm
too.
doing.
Isn't it be great by the pool? On a
It's
hot
so
summer day.
refreshing. It's so refreshing. Absolutely. So if someone were to hire you,
hmm
what can they expect that they can get?
Top-notch service.
Number one.
Yes,
of
that is the
course.
number one thing. We are a luxury bar service. Not only do we help create a fabulous menu with great tasting drinks, but we come with just a completely decked out situation. Like I will decorate the trailer to fit the theme. That's probably my most favorite part of the whole thing.
And the host of the party can be hands off, right?
Oh yeah, oh
So
absolutely.
they don't.
Yeah.
I've done parties, you've done parties, everybody. You've done parties.
Yeah, you don't.
There's a lot to do.
Yes,
And
so
this
this
one
is
aspect that you
yeah.
say, hey,
You don't have to worry
and-
about is the ice melting in the cooler? Is the punch empty? Like, do I need more cups? Are
Right.
the napkins blowing all over the place? Like, we come and just service. At least we take the drink portion off of your hands. Yeah. But we also have some entertainment. We have yard games people can add to their package. So if they need something for their guests to do, I mean, how many of us have been to a picnic where you're just sitting there, you eat, you drink, and then you're just twiddling your thumbs? So you can add on the yard games. Everyone likes those, I think.
So you're talking about like cornhole?
Oh yeah,
and
I have like 8
horseshoes.
different ones. I have cornhole, I have giant Jenga, we have giant Connect 4, ring toss, and I'm constantly adding to my inventory anyway. So
Gotcha. So somebody from Glocker Realty Insurance is saying, how much is it to rent? So you want to go a little bit through your price structure?
I can, yeah. It's not black and white though. It's not just like I can't just give you like a number. It's very tailored to the event, and that's to make it fair for the smaller parties versus the large weddings. I've done a 20-person party for 3 hours, and then you have, a 200-person wedding for 6 hours. I can't just make a single price. This is how much it is, because that wouldn't be fair to,
right.
We bring all the cups, straws, now we have to make sure we have material on hand enough for your party. So actually, what's a great feature on my website is you can go on there and click on the Get Quote button, and it will prompt you to input some information. It's going to ask you how many guests are you anticipating? How long is your party going to be? Because we need to know, are you having 50 guests? You having 20 guests? 75 guests? Is your party 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours? And it calculates all of that stuff right then and there. You get an instant quote immediately.
It's not even you. So you
can build. The clients can build their own package right on my website. It's a la carte. You can decide, do you want to add the soft drink package on, which would give you sodas? Do you want a hydration station, which would give you iced tea, lemonade? If you want non-alcoholic options as well, which if you're having a party, you don't want to just serve them alcohol. Maybe somebody doesn't drink alcohol.
Right.
And so at the hydration station, that's a nice option too, because we'll do like an infused iced tea or infused lemonade. Infused water. It's not just like Lipton mix.
Yeah, right.
So that's a good question. I think you answered it pretty good. And then to help people out with that, I threw up the link to your website into the chat function.
Yeah.
So you can cut and paste that and put it in your browser and save it for later. Or if you know how to do it, you can keep listening to the show and go over and look at their website.
And it's also listed on my Facebook and Instagram pages. If they follow the pages, they can always check back, and the website is right in the bio at the top. So
okay. And then we're getting another good question from Gypsy Chris, who is an accountant. So I think she's asking, I know her business mind is now being stimulated. So she's saying, what is the best party and what was the worst party? Or what was a learning curve for their business?
Those are all great questions. I can't say I've had a worse party. They've all been so fun. They're all so different.
Right.
I haven't had any bad experiences yet, knock on wood, with, I would say the worst thing that could happen is somebody gets extremely intoxicated and I have to cut them off.
Right.
That would be the worst case scenario.
Okay.
And I haven't had to do that. So because we're a bar, you can't go into the local bar and get trashed falling on the floor. They're going to cut you off.
Right.
We have to operate the same way, even if we're in your backyard. It's to keep everyone safe. And
I thought the one interesting story that you told us before the show was the night that you had the really cold Christmas party.
Yes, that was cold.
It
was a challenge, yeah. But it was fun still. I still enjoyed it. I was cold at the end.
Right.
Luckily, though, one of the guests gave us those hot hand things.
You put
Okay.
in your glove
I had
cover?
put them in my shoes. My feet were frozen. So I guess if I'm gonna do a cold event, I need to prepare better for my keeping
some wool
warm.
socks.
Yeah.
So just because we know all the whole story, it was inside a tent.
Inside a
event.
tent. Yeah, I had a 10 by
And they
10
did have
tent.
heaters, but it just wasn't.
Yeah.
It just
It
wasn't
was still
really,
cold. It
so
helped,
cold.
but it was still cold.
What
Yeah.
was the temperature outside that day? Do you remember?
I think the high was 12 degrees.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say
man.
it had to be below.
It was like the
freezing
first cold
because-
weekend in January.
Yeah.
And you were saying that like the water was like
It was, yeah, if I spilled
Free-
something on the bar, it immediately froze. But I wouldn't say that
that was not necessarily.
it wasn't
bad.
necessarily bad.
It's
Yeah,
just-
because
it was just-
I still had fun. It's just, I'm not going to cancel a party because it's 12 degrees out. Just like if
Right.
it were raining, I can't cancel for that. We're gonna be there. Like
Right.
we'll show up.
And you have good drinks, so
Yeah.
if somebody's
That'll keep
willing
you
to
warm.
deal with a little adversity, you're still
Yeah.
going to get a good drink.
Right.
Yeah.
Find a way to have fun.
Yeah.
I think the other question though that comes out of that though is a good one too, especially for people who might be watching who are thinking about starting their own businesses or run their own businesses. I know that we get those types of folks watching the show.
Mhm.
What was one of the biggest learning curves or biggest learning challenges that you had in starting this whole thing?
I will say starting a business is stressful. It's
Yeah.
a lot of work. There was so much behind it I had no idea about. Especially I think for me with the nature of my business dealing with alcohol, there are so many rules and laws and regulations and people are like, well, why can't you do shots? Because my insurance doesn't allow me to do shots. Like it's not because I don't want to let you do it.
So that brings
I
up that you're insured.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, finding insurances. Like, there were so many people, I think, too, because I was new to this area, so many insurance agencies ghosted me. Like, that was probably the most frustrating part of starting the business was
And
finding.
when you say new to this area, it's not that you're new to this area that we're in, but new
the,
to
the company is a new concept, I
Yeah.
think, for this area. Because I was contacting local insurance companies. I like to try to keep everything local.
Good.
When I was striking out with that, I reached out to some of the bigger, Progressive or whatever.
Right.
They ghosted me too. Thankfully, though, somebody in Boyertown insured me, and
you
we're
wanna-
good to
you
go.
wanna give them a shout out?
Yeah, Bodie Borderman.
There you go.
There you
They're
go.
great people. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, one of the things that we try to do on this show is promote local business,
Mhm.
right? It's the whole purpose
Yeah.
of this show. So we absolutely want to promote local business and encourage people to shop local first,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
And Ashley's local, and we were
Yep.
talking earlier. She grew up in the area, and
Yeah.
she's been here,
Born and raised.
and now she's starting her business here.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Yeah.
I had a follow-up question coming out of that, but it just escaped me. So we'll just keep rolling along. Jeff, it is about 6:33.
Okay.
So we're about halfway through the show. So if you want to move on, or do you want to try to go into the Ask a Realtor segment, or what do you want to do?
Let's
Ashley, don't go anywhere.
Yeah,
You're
let's
staying
ask
here.
Ashley real quick if
Mm-hmm.
there's any last anything she wants to bring up that we didn't already bring up,
Yeah.
and then we can go into that.
Oh,
And
I
then
know what it was.
also-
I just thought of something that'll go right into that. Go ahead. I'm
And
sorry.
also, maybe Ashley might want to make us another drink for the
I
second
can.
half.
I can make you the
Maybe the-
margarita.
You want to do the margarita?
I'll do the margarita.
I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Now, what if though I empty this bottle? Are one of you gonna eat the worm?
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's apparently a story behind the worm.
I've eaten them before. I'll eat it.
All right. Good
Yeah.
for you. 'Cause
Sweet.
Did you see me say anything?
No.
I was silent.
I knew I wasn't gonna
Or we
eat the
could
worm.
we could give it to Nico because trout season's coming up.
Oh, I thought you said my son's only 11 years old.
Oh no,
He eat the
to
worm
use his
yet.
bait.
Oh yeah.
Who
Use
Yeah.
his bait.
Okay, drunks. Yeah, he's gonna get some drunk.
Yeah, he's gonna.
So since we're talking about this underage and drinking and everything else,
Yeah,
and
sure.
you talked about it too, your insurance.
Yeah,
I think it's important for people to know that this is a serious business.
it is. Yeah, it
And
absolutely
it's,
is.
It's
Yeah.
licensed and you run it professionally. So tell everybody a little bit about this ramp certification that you have, because I think that's important
Yeah.
for people to know.
Yeah, so any bartender that works for me must be ramp certified. That is a certification that is like statewide. It pretty much teaches a server how to responsibly serve alcohol. It teaches them how to recognize when somebody is showing signs of intoxication, when to maybe cut them off, how to check IDs, how to recognize fake IDs, because like I said, we are just the same as any bar around here. And if someone looks under 35, we got to card them.
Right.
Because if we serve somebody underage, that's a serious thing, and we could be fined for it. So.
And the host of the party, like if you're bringing
Mhm.
the trailer out to somebody's farm or their house or whatever else, and they're serving underage people on their property, they're liable for that too.
Absolutely.
Or if
yeah.
somebody leaves their property and
Yes.
is intoxicated and causes an accident,
Yeah.
that could come back on them too.
Yeah.
You know, that gives the host an easy out. So when like little Charlie comes over, little Charlie,
Yeah.
18 or 19,
Right,
and says,
right.
"Come on, Uncle Sam, I want to." Uncle Sam.
Right.
So I want to. Can I get a drink? He said, "I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I can't
Can't do
because
Yeah.
they won't allow me." So.
When we're very upfront with our clients when they schedule with us, you know, what the rules and regulations are that we have to follow. I mean, that's really the biggest, you know, the strictest rule is no underage serving, no shots, and no BYOB. So we can't have just like open containers of beer where people can self-serve themselves. And I know that sounds stupid and silly because people are like, well, why? I would do that anyway. Like, why can't I just go grab a beer from the barrel? You know what I mean? But you couldn't walk into a bar and walk behind the bar and serve yourself a beer.
Right.
Like, we're a bar establishment. We're just coming to you. That's
Right.
like the only difference. So I just rimmed my glass here with a sea salt and spice thing. It's what comes with mezcal. It actually, when you buy it,
I wonder what the
it's on
spice is because it's like orange.
So I looked it
It's like-
up. Now on the tag, it just says sea salt and spices. But I did a little internet search. I'm like, okay, well, what is the sea salt and spices? And according to the internet, which we all know you don't always find correct information
Wait,
on
the
there.
internet isn't always right.
It's worm larva from the agave plant.
Nice.
It has a special term,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if it said that was traditional in Mexico for mezcal to be served with that. So
I'm
I
ready.
don't know if that they call
I'm
it
ready.
bug salt.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm
They
good-
call
I'm
it
good
bug
with
They
that.
salt?
call it bug salt, but there's a fancier term for it. I should have written
I'm
it
ready.
Do
down.
you know how many things, like, especially like medical things, are made from like bugs and
I
worms
believe
and
it.
stuff like
I
that?
believe it.
So it's not
They're
like
back to using. This is
Go ahead.
kind of graphic. They're
Oh.
back to using maggots to help people recover from wounds.
Oh, really?
They put the maggots
Oh
in the wound
my.
and it eats the dead
Okay,
Flesh.
that's gross.
I
and
mean-
promotes circulation and healing.
I believe every answer is in
Is
nature.
found in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
believe
might
that.
have lost
I believe
some
that.
touch with
Mhm.
that
We
with our
did.
modern
I agree.
society.
I agree.
I'm not going to argue it. I'm not going to argue against it for
No.
sure. But I'm ready for this worm. Somebody's saying, remind me to never eat that. But listen, if you never tried it, you might like
Okay,
it.
well here's the worm.
All right.
Oh my god. We can get your show it.
There's the worm.
Oh,
Ew, it's
crunchy.
crunchy.
I heard the crunch, dude.
Ew.
What's it
Straight
taste
down
like?
the
Did
hatch.
it just taste pure
It just
alcohol?
tastes like
Because it soaks up
tequila.
the alcohol,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
I've eaten those mealy worms before.
You look like a fish over there eating your.
They're kind of sweet.
I
And they have
should've
kind of like a nutty flavor. to them.
Waited.
But
I
that was
believe the
just
nutty thing, yeah.
straight up tequila.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should have
right.
maybe waited till you had something to wash it down with.
It's not bad.
Oh.
Maybe taking worm out of your teeth.
Listen, I'm just trying to make more highlight reel for the cast at Glocker here. It wasn't bad, folks. I wouldn't highly recommend it, but it's not horrible.
Not the worst thing in the
It's
world.
not the worst thing in the world.
Did it just
I've
taste
eaten
like a
worse.
shot?
I don't like broccoli. It was better than broccoli.
Really? I like broccoli.
I like that.
But it's probably better. I would eat that before I'd eat peas. I'll tell you that.
So
The
see,
worm?
There you go.
Yes,
Everybody,
I would eat the worm before I eat peas.
you don't
for
like
sure.
peas.
No.
Everybody's got a thing. Everybody's got a thing.
Actually, before we
Yes.
move on to the next segment, but you stay here.
Okay.
Is there anything that we didn't cover that maybe you wanted to?
I mean, I think you guys hit everything. I mean, whenever the nature of the business, everyone can find all the information
I know what's
is
important
out there.
is you have if I can find it here on my notes, you have a promotion right now.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Do you want to say it or do you want me to say it?
Don't matter.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm doing a promotion right now. If you book, it was by March 1st, but I could extend that to anybody who is watching this show. If you book an event in April or May, you get a complimentary add-on of either a balloon arch over the bar or 2 free yard games to your package.
Oh, that's a great. I mean,
Yeah.
bonus. And on the website you can see the balloon arch.
Yes.
In the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to say, if you want to take a part of her promotion, when you call Ashley up, you could say, "I saw it on the casket
Yes.
Glocker,"
Right.
and you'll get
And
the
you will
promotion.
get it
Yes.
as long as the event is booked in April or May. Oops.
Right. There you go.
Hope you guys
Sweet.
have cleaning ladies. I've made quite the mess
We
today.
do. We got. I believe we're still using Nate Outnor from Pottstown. Does a great job, residential and commercial cleaning.
Nice.
Call Nate.
I didn't know that.
Give him a
Okay.
little plug.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. All right, Matt. So that brings us to the next segment, which is Ask the Realtor. And we had a few questions, and we're going to pick one of them.
Right.
The questions are
We're gonna
real
pick
estate
one.
related
Correct.
questions that we posted on the Glocker Realty Insurance website.
I want a beer.
Well, you're about to get a margarita.
I know. I'm gonna do both.
And yeah, all they do is post a question about anything real
Anything
estate
related to real estate.
You know, this is the second time that I'm messing up this.
I interrupted you too because I
That's
asked you for a beer right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But here's what we're saying.
Yes.
Anytime you
Clear it
see
up.
that logo on the Glocker Realty and Insurance Facebook page, you should stop and ask a question underneath that logo. And I'm putting it up on the screen so people can see it. When you see Ask a Realtor on the Facebook page, ask a question underneath that post, and that automatically enters you to win a $10 Wawa gift card. Every question is answered.
Yes.
Every question is answered by one of our professional realtors here at Glocker Realty and Insurance.
Correct.
The question that we answer on the air, or the person's name who we say on the air, because sometimes we answer all the questions,
Right.
but we'll pick one person to win. Right?
Right.
It's that easy. And you can win $10. Some weeks,
$10
there's only
Wawa gift card.
correct
Yeah.
$10 in Wawa gift cards.
Yeah.
$10 of Wawa bucks.
Right. Wawa bucks. I like that.
Sometimes there's only one question. Sometimes only one person asks a question.
Yeah, and they're guaranteed to win.
They're guaranteed to win $10.
Right.
Who couldn't use $10 at Wawa?
Exactly. I could use $2 at Wawa.
Did I break
I
that
could
down?
walk away with $2 on Wawa at Wawa.
You could get some stuff for $2.
Hey, I was at the Wawa the other day,
Mhm.
and the guy gave I went to the counter with 2 coffees. The guy gave me 2 coffees. He just said, "That's on me today."
Nice.
I've never had
Sheesh.
that happen before.
Nice.
That was generous.
My hair was probably done real nice that day.
So what do you want me to grab them?
Yeah, because I don't have the questions here.
That vodka made me I'm a little sweaty.
It's probably the worm, dude.
Yeah, it's probably the worst.
Maybe. Let's blame it on
This
the word.
drink is looking hot, though. Look at this. I mean, look at this, people.
No, it's
That's a
beautiful.
professional drink right there. Is that agave leaves there? Is that
Those are pineapple leaves.
pineapple? Okay,
Mhm.
pineapple leaves and then the pineapple. On it. Man,
Yep.
look at that.
There is a raspberry orange in there. I was looking for blood oranges, and I came across a raspberry orange.
Wow.
Yes, raspberry orange.
Where did you
Looks
find
looks
that?
like a
At
blood
the
orange.
regular grocery
Yeah.
store?
Yeah, giant. Raspberry orange, pineapple, lime, passion, guava fruit, nectar.
Okay, I don't taste the hay
Okay.
straw. on
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
That's a good tequila right there. I mean, a good margarita. There.
I need a little bit of the bug salt in mine, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with
you
bug
I'm
salt.
moving aside right there. Dude, the bug salt is good.
Mm. Again, I don't know if that's what's actually included with the mezcal,
We're
but
gonna say that it is.
yeah, I
It's
like
gonna
yeah.
increase the
I like just calling
viewership.
it the bug salt.
Yeah.
Those guys from Glocker were eating bugs.
The bug salt.
Let's watch them. It's good. It's again, that's another
Really good.
refreshing drink. Like it's not too heavy. I don't feel like
Yeah, I don't really like making stuff too sugary or too. I want it to taste good,
It's-
be refreshing, and
yeah, it's well balanced.
yes,
I could
Yeah.
drink a ton.
balanced drink. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, both of these I could put down really easy.
But she's got ramp certified bartenders, so they're
So
gonna
I'm-
make sure
I'm
that
watching
you don't get in
myself.
trouble.
I'm watching myself.
Yeah, well, make
because
sure
I
you
wanna be
stay
watched.
safe and have a good time.
All right, so let's get to the Ask a Realtor question. Okay, so this week's question, there was 3 questions, and we are choosing. Oh boy, it's the last. Let me see. Okay, it's Beth Ellinger.
I think that's right. Let
Yep.
me see. Can I see? Can I try it?
Sure. Yeah,
Because
go for it.
like I didn't butcher up Bogart sheets earlier. Yeah, I think Ellinger's
Ellinger,
the right way.
All right, Beth Ellinger. She asked, if you decide you want to sell your house, what are the first steps to do so? Easy question, simple question, and easy, simple, quick answer.
Yeah, really.
Call a realtor.
Call a real
Yeah,
estate agent.
and you know what?
Call a Glocker real estate
And you know what
agent.
is even better?
Call Matter Jeff.
And that's no joke. I mean, that's the absolute first thing you would do.
Yeah.
When
And I think that what you want to do is ask for a free home analysis.
yes,
The technical term for it is called a comparative market analysis.
Mhm.
And what it does is it compares your home to other homes in your neighborhood that have sold within a 6-month period. That's going to give you some idea of what the value of your home is.
right, and that's step one. I mean, you just don't say, "Hey, I'm going to sell my house." You want to know how much your house
Correct.
is worth first.
Right.
And here at Glocker, we do that for free.
Mhm.
We always do that for free, and there's no strings attached. We'll come to your house. We'll look it over. And it doesn't matter how your house looks. You don't have to clean up for us or anything like that.
No.
Don't worry about that. We'll come.
In some ways, I would prefer that people don't clean up for me. I
Yeah.
want to see how you're normally living, because if you're going to be in the house while you're selling it, I need to know how much support you're going to need in getting that thing staged, cleaned out. Some
Right.
people aren't, let's be honest, some people aren't good at cleaning. If you're not, I can help you. Like, for instance, I work with Nate Outnor. I can get Nate over to your house and clean the place really good, make it look fresh.
right,
And I have 3 kids.
kind of like Ashley does. Like, you know,
Yeah,
the owner, you can step back a little bit, and we can take care of it for you.
right.
Yeah.
Plus, I have 3 kids. You have 2 kids.
Right.
We know what a mess looks like.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so not only will we give you value for your home and tell you where what they should expect to get, but we also can direct them in how to present the home the way it should, that they can get a top dollar for it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think in the market that we're in now, because it's very heavily favors sellers because there's a lack of inventory.
Correct.
So the less stuff there is to buy, the more prices rise, right? More buyers, less inventory, higher prices. That's where we're at.
Right.
So compared to a couple of years ago, you are going to get a more of a return on your investment for making certain repairs than you did before. So it's better to ask a real estate agent, what things should I repair? What things should I fix? What things should I do to make the house more saleable,
Right.
more valuable? And in today's market, that list is longer than it ever was before. A few years ago, it was short list. Now we're saying to people, yeah, if you want to make some improvements, go ahead and do them, because you are going to
get the money.
you
will
are
get a
going to get the
return.
money back.
Yeah.
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 That's important.
And there's
That's
also,
important too.
you know, and it depends on your situation. There's also times that we might say, you know, it makes no sense because the market is so hot.
Yeah.
The market is so hot that they don't have to make these certain
Correct.
changes.
Yeah, I would say that too. And this goes back to a question that we answered before from another episode.
Mhm.
It was actually a friend of mine from Pottstown who asked the question, when's a good time to sell as is compared to when's a
Oh,
time
right.
to make repairs. So let's just say you're calling us because you've inherited a property and you don't have any money in your budget to fix that house. Well, that might be the time when we tell you, let's do it as is. Let's do it as a
depends on the
sale.
circumstances, the situations, the seller's in, and everything, and then we can figure that all out.
Right.
So, I think we answered that question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jennifer Ann, our lovely producer, is saying yay for Beth. So Beth must be a friend of hers.
Congratulations, Beth, and she will get a $10 Wawa gift card.
Yeah, we'll be reaching out to you. I think sometime tomorrow morning, I'll go back onto the page and look at the other questions, and I'll give some answers to Jen, and she can post them up.
Okay.
That way we can fulfill our promise of answering every question.
Absolutely. Yep. Okay. So that brings us to our next segment. What's going down in Boyertown?
There, and I have a graphic for that, Jeff.
Awesome.
Tell people about what's going down in Boyertown.
So actually, you can certainly chime in with. We want you to chime in.
She's
with this.
part of what's going down in Boyertown.
She is what's going down in Boyertown. And like I said, we said earlier, she's grown up here all of her life.
I have. Yep.
She is a Boyertown native.
Yep.
As we say. So every week I have a blog that's called What's Going Down in Boyertown. It's on jeffknowsboyertown.com. And every week I highlight something, and I also have a whole list of all the events that are happening in and around town, which, if you don't know what to do, if you're looking for something to do, just go there and you can find, I'm sure there's something that will excite you on the list every time.
And
there's so much going on.
There's so much going on. And I think the other thing that I like about what you do, Jeff, is it's all price ranges. There are free options.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
For a family or an individual that doesn't have a lot of money to spend on their entertainment budget, you give them some free choices.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Don't think that you don't have money to entertain yourself, because there are some definitely free choices on Jeff Knows Boyertown. I did put the link up to your website.
Awesome.
And people will be able to go to the website and find the blog.
Cool. So this week, I highlighted something that's happening this coming Tuesday. Does anybody know what's happening this coming Tuesday?
I can't say that I do.
I don't.
It's Fat Tuesday.
Oh,
for Lent.
Yeah. So that's
Fashnot Day.
Yeah. All those things. Carnival. Yeah. All that stuff is happening all on this coming Tuesday.
You probably
I should have known that. Now I gotta get a cocktail together.
A cocktail that goes with Fashnots.
Oh,
I'm thinking
all
something
right.
creamy, like with some Baileys
like
or
a espresso martini or something.
Ooh, yeah.
I have a great espresso martini recipe too.
Nice.
So head on over to her website and look for the espresso martini.
I think it is posted like a long time ago, but yeah.
And then
It's on there.
match that up with a Fashnot on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mhm.
We already found you something to do. We need to get started.
So Mardi Gras or Carnival or Fat Tuesday, whatever you want to call it, because it's a worldwide event that happens yearly. Does anybody know the why it's on a particular day?
I don't.
It has to do with when Easter falls. It's so many days leading up to the Easter celebration. It's the beginning of Lent.
It's the beginning of Lent, right?
Yeah.
So they go ham
Tuesday is
before
the
they
day
give
before.
Yes.
So
yes. That's exactly. Yes.
Is it so they go ham before they give it up?
Exactly.
It's to get it out. It's to get it out.
It's exactly what it is, because you got to give up for Lent, and then you want to just do everything
get
you
crazy.
can do.
Yeah.
Tuesday is the day before Ash Wednesday, and then like exactly, you said it perfectly. You get all your partying out before you give up whatever you're going to give up for Lent, and that's what it's been for years and years and years and years. So here's some. I put some Mardi Gras trivia out there for the blog this week. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and you let me know if you have the answers. Matt always seems to know a lot of history stuff. Do you think you know a lot of Mardi Gras stuff?
I'm a history nerd, man.
Yeah, I know, but is Mardi Gras
I don't know.
your wheelhouse?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right.
I did go to Catholic school, so if it has
You
to do with
did go.
Lent, I might know
You
some
go to
stuff.
Catholic school. All right.
And I went to Baptist Bible school.
All right.
I doubled up on my Bible
The first
school.
question is so hard because I got this question and answer from a certain site, and then I tried to I checked to make sure these are actual factual
Yes.
things, and I searched so hard to find if this was factual, and there's a little discrepancy, but I believe it is factual. Okay, but man, was it hard to find. But do you know when the earliest known carnival, Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras celebration took place? You can even give me a era.
What do you think? What do you think?
No idea. I'm just 1800s.
Okay.
I'm gonna go before that. I think it was like a Middle Ages thing.
Okay, what's
Like
that?
I'm gonna say like 1200s.
Oh my God! You hit the nail on the head.
Did I? Really?
Yeah. They say the thing said 1294, but I could not confirm that 1294, but I could confirm the 1200s.
Okay.
So man, look
Bam!
right off
Sheesh.
the
The
bat.
strength. It was this drink. The drink.
It was the worm.
It connected all the synapses. Now I'm thinking clearly.
I will say this drink is delicious.
Eat
So good.
eat a mezcal worm for good thoughts.
So where was this? Okay, let me back it up with where was this first known carnival celebration? Where did it take place?
Are we looking for a continent, a city?
If you give
a
me the
state?
country, I'll be okay with it.
Oh man.
It's got to be in Europe because that's where the Catholic Church came, and this is where
In
Lent.
1200s, we weren't even.
There wasn't even a Protestant church in the 1200s because Luther didn't post his thesis until the 1500s.
You hear this?
I'm going to
hear
say
it.
Spain. Spain.
It was actually France.
Oh,
And I will tell you the place, but I don't know if I'm going to say it right or not. Nice or Nice?
Nice.
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 Is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, France is where this 1200s celebration took place. But let's bring it into America now. Okay. When was the first known New Orleans Mardi Gras parade? Like the actual parade, like kind of as we know it right now.
You're looking at me like I know the answer.
You might know.
I
Well,
don't.
see, this is like bar trivia type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm terrible at it.
You might have hosted a Mardi Gras themed party, so maybe you know
True.
some of this.
Yeah, no, I've never done
This
a
seems
Mardi
like it
Gras
might be
themed
in
party.
your-
It would be. It totally would be. I did a 1920s themed party and I did trivia for that, but not Mardi Gras. Never did Mardi Gras.
I'm letting you guess first.
I'm going back to 1800s.
I'm going to back her up on that. I'm going to say early 1800s.
Man, you both are right.
Woo!
1837.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, so what is the signature Mardi Gras dessert
Dessert.
in New Orleans?
A beignet.
I don't have a guess.
It's called the king cake.
Wow.
It's like a
What?
cinnamon bun and something else mixed together.
Ooh.
Okay. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that.
Okay, so you never heard of, so you probably don't know the answer to this. What is traditionally hidden inside this king cake?
No idea.
A worm.
That's a good guess. I like the guess. A
Sticking with the theme.
Yeah.
plastic baby.
A what?
A plastic baby. A little plastic baby.
For what reason?
Well, that's a good question.
Well, Easter. It's the rebirth.
it's Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess, yeah. They don't say that. They say plastic baby, but it's probably baby Jesus.
Well, Easter is Easter stems from a fertility a spring festival, a fertility festival.
Reborn, rebirth, all
Rebirth,
That, yeah.
like Jesus dies on the cross so that we're saved for our sins, so that we can have everlasting life.
Right.
So I see where the baby's coming.
Yeah,
in.
that's
I can
it's the
get it.
rebirth thing. Yeah.
All right.
And so you asked the question, what does that mean? So if you get the baby in your piece of king cake, that
Choke.
means that you, what's that?
You choke.
Yeah.
I think it's too big to choke. That means that you either have to buy the next king cake or you have to host the next party.
And then they should call Stirrups Mobile Bar.
Yes. Yes.
When I was doing this blog this week, I thought, I knew that you were coming in, and I thought this was a perfect match, Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Booze and all that good stuff. What U.S. states recognize Fat Tuesday as a holiday? Like, I guess their employees have off that day, and
It's a state-recognized holiday.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, there's 3 states.
Oh,
You want to
God.
name them?
Well, one of them's got to be Louisiana.
You got that right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe any surrounding states.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Too. I was trying to think the states with the highest Catholic populations.
So what surrounds them?
Mississippi, Texas.
I didn't pay attention in geography.
I'm going to go with, so we got Louisiana.
Yes. That's
I'm going to
easy.
throw a rando Maryland out there.
Okay.
And maybe like California.
Okay. Well, I'll give Ashley the credit. She said surrounding states. It's Louisiana, it's Alabama, and Florida. Surrounding
Okay.
states.
Okay.
So maybe, I'm trying to think of why that would be. I was going to go with the Spanish influence, but it's not even a Spanish inspired holiday. It's a French
Well, I'm
inspired
not sure about
holiday.
the Florida, but Alabama, they actually claim to started the tradition or had the first parades.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they claim it, but and the only reason they claim it is because Louisiana wasn't actually a state yet.
It was a territory,
Right.
which encompassed part of Alabama.
Right.
And Florida just likes to party, probably.
Florida's just like, they're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, let's make it a holiday.
Well, spring break.
Yeah.
They're probably trying to come in on the spring break angle.
Do you want a couple more questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is cool.
All right.
I'm having fun trying to like figure them out.
How are we doing for time?
We're a little bit over, but there's still people.
All right,
watching.
I'll ask a couple more questions. Let me see. What's interesting here? Well, there's a lot of interesting stuff, but how many pounds? You know that they throw beads at Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some. No, my dad's sister lived in Louisiana for years and still does. She moved back there. And she sends me real Mardi Gras beads. And there's a difference between the fake ones that you get around here and the real ones that you get down there.
I agree.
The real ones are heavier.
Yeah.
They're more substantial.
Right.
The ones you get up here, like when you go to the bar for the party, they're like cheap.
They're so cheap. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Real Mardi Gras beads are heavy.
I mean, you'll get those cheap ones there too. I was there for Mardi Gras
Right.
2000.
Yeah, I mean there's some mixed in, but there's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I agree with you 100%. So, what was my question? So, how many pounds of these beads are thrown during the average New Orleans Mardi Gras celebration? How many pounds?
I feel like it's gonna be a lot. Like
It's an incredible number.
100,000 pounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna multiply that. I'm gonna go with 1 million.
25 million.
What?
25 million
God.
pounds of beads are thrown.
Jesus.
Now I can say when I went there, I took all my beads back, and now my kids play with the beads.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're
Wow.
not like getting thrown out. At least I don't think half the time. I think a lot of people are bringing them home, and
Yeah, and I think some of them probably get recycled in some way. shape,
yeah, I
or
hope
form.
so for sure. Especially the ones
That's
that might end up on the
25 million pounds per year.
ground.
That's it.
Year.
Holy smokes!
Wow.
Yeah. Our last question. What are the Mardi Gras colors? And this
Ooh.
may help you with a drink. I don't know.
I'm gonna say purple, green, and yellow.
Right.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. She's right.
She got it.
Yep. So there's a meaning behind these. Green
Okay.
is faith.
Okay.
Gold with yellow. Gold is power, which makes sense. And purple is justice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got one right.
So there's more trivia on there.
No, you got more than one right.
Yeah.
Because we both got 1800s on the one.
Yeah, but that was just a straight up guess. That one was like a
You knew
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
There was some knowledge.
I feel like I knew that one.
So go to the blog. There's more about Mardi Gras and Count Carnival and around the world how this all came about, and also there's more trivia on there as well.
Dustin Anthony is saying Ashley makes a mean cocktail.
She sure does, because we've had 2 of them today, and
They're tasty.
I love them.
That's my brother-in-law.
There you go. Getting
Thanks,
some love
Dustin.
from the family. Certainly does.
The
Ashley's
bug salt's awesome too.
Yeah, Ashley's been our lovely guest today from Stirrups Mobile Bar Com. Go visit her website and her Facebook page. You will see pictures of her business. You will see pictures of the lovely, delicious drinks that she makes. And there's some recipes highlighted on those areas too. Don't forget her Insta page as well.
Real quick before we wrap things totally up, I just want to get a couple of events that are happening right here in town. There's a comedy night at Barrel and Ale in Boyertown.
Ooh.
This Saturday at 8:00. There's Colin Chamberlain and Ray the Downey going. I'm playing. I mean, doing comedy.
Yeah.
Doing a set.
Doing a
comedy set.
There's the words I was looking for. But yeah, that's at Barrel and Ale this Saturday at 8:00. And man, I don't think I've ever been to a comedy show that I didn't have a good time at. And it's right here in
I
town.
have to say that too.
Here in town.
I've never seen a bad comedy show, and even a bad comedy show could be entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get
You
off
see what I'm
track a
saying?
little bit here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Soul Joe's Comedy Club. Remember we had them on?
Yeah.
And we had Joel on, and this brought him to mind today. And so I looked up the Soul Joes to see what they were doing, because remember they moved out of Royersford.
Yeah.
They did a temporary spot in King of Prussia area.
Yeah.
And then there was something that he was going to move somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like, and maybe you can tell me next,
I have no idea. I'm learning.
It looks like to me that he's just on the road. Like he's basically a promotion guy now. He promotes and brings these acts to different places all along the East Coast, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody liked that outdoor thing that he was doing.
Cool.
I'm surprised he
So
moved
cool.
away from that. Like the comedians,
Yeah.
even like national
ones,
acts.
yeah.
Jim Brewer, Andy Dice Clay, like a whole
And they
bunch.
couldn't believe they were in this little town
Yeah.
of,
Royersford.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things, like after the show, and maybe during the show when we were talking to Joel, I don't know. One of the things that he explained to me was that a lot of the bigger artists appreciate the smaller venues because it allows them to work out new sets or new jokes.
Right.
So they don't have to debut a new joke
Like
in
on
front
live
of tens
TV.
of thousands of
Yeah.
people. They can work the joke out in front of a smaller crowd
Yeah.
that's going to appreciate it for what it is, and they get this immediate feedback on how they can make their jokes better.
And it takes them out of the city, so they get a different perspective, I think.
Yeah.
That
He was saying that the national, even the big national acts, international acts, loved coming there because it was a small venue and the people were there to see comedy.
Yeah.
They were specifically there to search out good comedy. So
Yeah, I think if I am correct in what I looked up and saw that he's doing just promotion now and kind of, I don't know, bringing the comedy up and down the East Coast. But Joel, he seemed like a guy that was he constantly was looking for the next
Big
best
thing.
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So it seemed like a hard guy to keep in one spot, you know?
Yeah, and I
He's
think
constantly
that's
looking for what can I do next,
I think that's probably the nature of show business too,
Yeah.
right? And
Right.
also the nature of comedy. No comedian's gonna make a living off of telling the same jokes over and over and over again.
Absolutely.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? There constantly has to be something new, something fresh.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to mention that Kim and Paul, we had Kim on the show.
Yeah, we need to have her
2
back.
years ago.
We need to have her back.
We do.
Now that I've solved a lot of the sound issues, we have
Yeah.
to have her back.
Kim and Paul are playing at Adello Vineyard and Winery in Pergomanville. Did you ever? Been there?
I've never been there. I'm not necessarily a wine guy.
Yeah. Okay. It's a lot of fun there. They have music every Saturday and Sunday. Every single Saturday and Sunday.
So I'll throw a challenge out to you, Jeff.
Mhm.
Gypsy Chris and I are always looking for something to do on the weekends. And lately we've been trying to team up with other couples. So when you and Anita are going to check out a new winery, hit me and
We'll
Gypsy
do it.
Chris up,
Yep.
and we'll go.
Awesome.
I have the new truck. It'll fit everybody. Gypsy Chris is a little bit of a teetotaler. She'll try. She'll sampler. But we'll have a drink. We'll have a designated driver.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Awesome. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Sure. Coming soon, Matt.
All right. Let's do it.
And last of all, I always like to mention the State Theater because they're a prize in our in little old Boyertown. They have Uncharted playing all week long this coming week. It has Tom Holland. You know who Tom Holland is?
No.
Spider-Man.
Oh. There's some comments going on. I'm trying to encourage comments. I'm sorry.
So Uncharted has Tom Holland, which is Spider-Man, and Mark Wahlberg.
Oh.
And it looks interesting. It looks like an action adventure type fun family movie.
I wish I watched movies more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I don't really have time, but I do enjoy a good movie.
I make time, even if I don't have time.
Dustin's saying something about Tucker. She should have Tucker on the show. He's the mascot. Is that the
That's
dog?
my boy. Yeah.
Okay, I figured it
he's
was
been part of every step of the way. You'll see him in the Instagram too.
All right.
How long have you had Tucker?
He is 7. So
Okay.
since a baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Our dog is, I think, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I should know. Like,
You start
She's
to
a
lose
child,
track.
but-
I had to think about it. I'm like, is he 6 or is he 7? He's 7. But yeah, no, he's right by our side with everything that we do. Wants to be
Awesome.
involved in everything.
Awesome. I know you're a dog lover.
I am.
Yeah.
Love dogs.
Yeah.
I always have something on the bar for the dogs too, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the host can work that into their.
Oh yeah, please somebody have a dog party. Like that would just like be like top notch for me. That's like I'm like putting it out in the universe for a dog party.
There you go.
Puppuccinos,
Dog treats and puppuccinos. Nice. I don't even know what a puppuccino is.
I don't even.
It's basically
Dog
whipped
coffee?
cream with
Oh.
you could put cinnamon on it. I've done one. I forget what I called it. It was
I
like
think a dog with like peanut butter.
I did one with
Peanut
peanut
butter.
butter drizzle over top.
Yeah.
Actually, I did a lot of them at the Boyertown farmers markets. I had one. It was Dog Days of Summer, and it was like a watermelon. I think I called it like puptini or something like that. It was watermelon puree
Mhm.
with like a little dollop of whipped cream and a little treat on top
Nice.
in a little dish.
Yeah.
You are the beverage.
The beverage caterer. I told you, we'll do anything.
There
That
you
is
go.
awesome. My dog would just like,
Eat that up.
yeah, like, and not even
There's a whole
not even
reel
taste it.
on my Facebook Facebook and Instagram of all the dogs
That's awesome.
That's good. That is
to
cool.
the music Who Let the Dogs Out.
Of course.
One more reason to head over there and check it out.
All right, so that's what we got, Matt.
All right, so as promised, I'm going to do the outro with the video that Jen Seville, our producer, made for Ashley. So don't tune out. Watch the video.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of what we've just been talking about.
Yeah.
in the video.
I'm Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. That's how you can find me on all social media. I also host another show called Porchcast Pottstown, which is on Thursday nights at 6.
You do want to tell us who's on tomorrow?
The NAACP, Johnny Corson from the Pottstown branch of the
That should be
NAACP.
interesting.
We are wrapping up our local Black History Month celebration.
Nice.
With Johnny Corson from the Pottstown NAACP. He's going to give us a little bit of past, present, and future
Awesome.
of the NAACP.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tune in tomorrow on Porchcast Pottstown on YouTube or Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate.
And I am Jeff Frederick at Glocker Realty, and you can find me at Jeff at Glocker. This is all you have to do. Just put in Jeff at Glocker in Google, and everything will come up.
And I'm Ashley at Stirrups Mobile Bar, and you can find me at stirrupsmobilebar.com or Instagram or Facebook.
There you go.
Very well done, Ashley.
Awesome outros, everybody. Here we go. I'm going to put up Ashley's video.